Hello, in this tutorial we're going to cover how to make a simple Hello World script using Visual RPG Studios and Visual Lua. These are always a great intro to any programming language and usually is where any class would begin. So first of all, go up to the application menu and let's go ahead and make a new project. For this one, we're going to go ahead and take advantage of everything that's in the simple interface already. So select the simple interface project template and give it a project name. I went with the classic Hello World for the name on that and then hit OK. Okay, now we have our basic interface here. It has a play button which basically states that there's no game there yet and the credits button there. For this example, let's just go ahead and select both those and remove them out. Alright, now click the middle of the screen and you notice it has the whole area selected. This is the dialog. All objects have to be placed on dialogues. Dialogues can be resized to anything to act as movable windows, panels, all kinds of things. But for this example, we already have the dialogue there. So go over to the left side and click the label. Now these place down much like a painter's palette, a little bit different from the others out there. So all you do is once you select it, go ahead and click where you want that label and it'll place it. And then if you want more, you can just keep clicking. But for now, let's go ahead and remove those. To get it out of the palette mode, go ahead and go back to the pointer up here and select the label and hit the delete key. Okay, now we have our little label there. So we're going to want to make this say hello world. First of all, let's give this label a name. Right now it's a LBL label, which isn't all that great. So let's go LBL hello on that. And for the text, this is actually going to be replaced in the code, but let's over here just put message in the text area. So now that says message. We're also going to want to increase this box size a little bit here. So let's go ahead and increase that. And we'll just place it about here. Okay, this is all the visual end of everything, which go ahead and codes everything for you. So let's go ahead and go over to the code side now. And to zoom up, you can hit Control and use your mouse wheel, and this will make the text larger or smaller. Helps out on the eyes when you're scripting for a lot of hours there. So here at the top is when it's initializing register classes. It's basically using the engine and the UI components. Here you can see the UI class creating that dialog that we've seen and that label that you also seen. For now, we just want to set the label message button on that. To do that, we need to access the label within that dialog. And to be able to do that, well, you need to basically type in the command. One simple, quick way to remember all the commands, because even myself, I do tend to forget them when there's so many. Go ahead and do a right click on the script, and you see up here where it says quick commands. This is a list of a good majority of all the commands within the engine, and it'll help you out being able to remember them and know how they're constructed. So go ahead over to the user's interface, and we're going to want to go down to the label. And then let's see the text, and we want to set the text. So go ahead and click that. So we have label set text there. Go ahead and add in a bracket. Now you can see what it wants. It wants the ID for the dialogue, ID for the label, and then the text that you want to set. Where we get this information is basically up top here. As you can see, this LBL hello was added to the dialogue here. So we're going to want this dialogue. So we go ahead and put dialogue in there, and then the LBL hello. Oh, spelled right, of course. comma, and this is the part where we go ahead and set what we want the message to be. So let's in here just put, oh, hello world, explanation mark, and then in bracket. I'll go ahead and hit the enter key, and the system will go ahead and debug that. As you can see down below, the system has found no errors with that script wrote in. Specifically, I can see a problem right here. You got to remember in any coding, everything is order of operations. Here it's coming down here. These two functions are never wrote, but then it goes ahead and initialize component. Then it goes up here, and that's where these things are created. So we don't want to put hello world above the initialized components there because, oops, because they haven't been created yet, basically. So go ahead and hit Control X on that, copy that, and let's go ahead and move it below the initialized components there. And let's clean up the white spacing here. Alright, and that'll change the text to say hello world. Basically all we need to do at this point is test the script, make sure everything works. As I said, the thing is running through. It sees no errors have been found on it. We're going to go ahead and build this out and see what it looks like in the actual build project. You can use the build button, which will actually is more for distributing it, but for this we're going to use the test buttons. That saves quite a bit of time. So go ahead and hit the test button. The system will go through and build everything up, encrypt everything as needed. Okay, there you can see in our basic program, there we have, it has changed the text to say hello world on that. Very simple. In the next one, we'll take this same one and go ahead into an if state.